question paper. So this is Neet 2021 paper. I have taken some questions here. Section A, because in each of the section, each of the subject there are two sections. Section A, Section B. I don't know what is the meaning of it. In Section A there are some 40-50 questions. I think in biology 50 questions. Section B also. Again biology, then the 50 questions. So, but I am not very sure whether it comes in 11th standard syllabus or 12th standard syllabus. So, wherever I have a doubt, I have removed it. But wherever I don't have a doubt, I have just added, I put the question here. You have to decide, you have to tell me whether it is comes under 11th standard or 12th standard. So, the first question, let me read. Yeah. First question is, the plant hormone used to destroy weeds in a field is. The plant hormone used to destroy weeds in a field is. Is it 11th standard syllabus or 12th standard? I don't know.
It's 12th standard, sir.
12th standard. Okay. The answer is that 2, 4D. That is the answer. Wherever I have underlined, that is the answer actually. Right. Go to the next. The factor that leads to founder effect in a population is. Is it 11th standard or 12th standard?
It's also 12th standard, sir.
Founder effect. I think we have. I heard of this word, founder effect. Did we talk about founder effect in the past classes? I'm not very sure. So the answer is genetic drift. They call it. The factor that leads to founder effect in a population is genetic drift. So that is also 12th standard. Okay, let's go to 103. Plants follow different pathways in response to environment or phases of life to form different kinds of structures. This ability is called. Plants follow different pathways in response to environment. Are you able to see this? Is it big enough? Or should I make it slightly bigger? Is it okay? Okay.
Yes, sir, it is okay.
Plants follow different pathways in response to environment or phases of life to form different kinds of structures. This ability is called. Is it 11th or 12th? I don't know.
11th, sir.
11th. What is the answer is plasticity. Is it correct?
I don't know, sir.
Acha, no, but the plants, from more of common sense point of view, because I don't know the biology, plants follow different pathways in response to environment or phases of life to form different kinds of structures. This ability is called, normally in a human being, we may call it as flexibility. So they have given maturity, elasticity and plasticity. I think the answer they have given is plasticity. Anybody else? Anybody knows the answer? The answer given in the key is plant plasticity. Okay, let's go to the fourth one. Diadelphous stamens are found in. Here I have not underlined anything. 104, no? 104, the answer is 104, the answer is 2. 104, the answer is P, this one. Diadelphous stamens are found in P. Okay, P is a patani dane?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So 105th question. The site of perception of light in plants during photoperiodism is. Is it the site of perception of light in plants during photoperiodism is. Is it 11th or 12th?
11th, sir.
So what is the answer? The answer given is leaf. The site
Yes,
of
sir,
perception of light in plants during photoperiodism is leaf. Okay, let's go to 106. Which of the following is correct sequence of steps in a PCR, polymerase chain reaction? Is it 11th or 12th?
It is 12th, sir.
12th. Polymerase chain reaction is 12th. So we can skip this one. Which of the following stages, 107. Which of the following stages of meiosis involves division of centromere? Which of the following stages of meiosis involves division of centromere? 11th or 12th?
11th, sir.
11th. So what is the answer? The answer given in the key is anaphase 2. So can somebody explain on this? Give some description about this subject. Which of the following stage of meiosis involves division of centromere? Anybody wants to talk on anaphase or meiosis division? Want to give some explanation on that? Bobika? Kamalika, sorry. You want to say some words on this? Since it is a 11th standard portion, I think you can attempt. Okay. Maybe it's, I don't know, like 104, 106 and 7 we have seen. 108. A typical angiosperm embryo sac at maturity is. A typical angiosperm embryo sac at maturity is. Is it 11th or 12th?
11th, sir.
So what is the answer? They have given 8 nucleate and 7 celled. The typical angiosperm embryo sac at maturity is 8 nucleate and 7 celled. Can anybody explain on this? Or have we covered this in our class or in your school? If you want to give some small description, you can give. That's what I am saying. Okay, let's go to 109. The first stable product of CO2 fixation in sorghum is. The first stable product of CO2 fixation in sorghum is. So the answer given is oxaloacetic acid. So when the CO2 fixation happens, the first thing happens is an acetic acid, oxaloacetic acid. I think there are many stable products, other products. So the first one is oxaloacetic acid. Okay, right. This we have seen, this we have seen. What is this? This we have seen, huh? Yeah. Which of the following are not secondary metabolites in plants? Which of the following are not secondary metabolites in plants? 11th or 12th? Difficult to say, no?
11th, sir.
11th. So the answer given is amino acids and glucose. Which of the following are not secondary metabolites in plants? Now you will get an idea what is the difficulty level or easy level of Neet paper. This is 2021 paper I have taken. So then which of the following are not secondary metabolites in plants? The answer is amino acids and glucose. You know what is curcumin? What is curcumin? Curcumin enna theriyuma? Curcumin is the ingredient in our manjal. Manjalku the actual technical term is curcumin. Manjal, but I don't know whether that will apply to your biology here. So which is the place which grows a lot of this manjal? In Tamil Nadu, the place where manjal is grown in Tamil Nadu. Theraliya? Erode தான் மஞ்சளுக்கு ஃபேமஸ். ஓகே, அது வந்து சோஷியல் சயின்ஸ் கொஸ்டின் அது. ஓகே, ரைட். கோ டு நெக்ஸ்ட். 111. Which of the following algae contains mannitol as reserve food material? Which of the following algae contains mannitol as reserve food material? I think this must be in the 11th standard, I think. The answer is ectocarpus. Is it correct? Answer is ectocarpus. Right. Okay, let's go to next. 110, 11 we have seen. 113. DNA strands on a gel stained with ethidium bromide when viewed under UV radiation appear as. Is it 11th or 12th? DNA strands. 12th, I think it's 12th. Strands on a gel stained with ethidium bromide when viewed under UV radiation appear as. I think I have not mentioned the answer. I will tell you the answer. That is 113. No, 113 is 1. 1 is what? 1 is bright orange bands. This is the answer. Bright orange bands as the answer. Okay. Which of the, okay, next question. Which of the following algae produce carrageen? Carrageen. Carrageen or carrageen, I don't know. Which of the algae produce carrageen? Algae, I think you studied in your 11th standard, I think. Which of the
Yes,
following
sir.
algae produce carrageen? The answer is red algae. But what we see in our pond, what is that algae? In the pond, we see some algae. Is it the green algae or blue-green algae?
It is sometimes referred as blue-green algae, sir.
Blue-green algae, yes.
But normally we have green algae.
Green algae, yeah, blue-green algae. இந்த blue-green algae ஒரு question வருமே, அது என்ன question அது? Some, I mean, there's some Which one?
Cyanobacteria.
What is that? Can you come again?
Cyanobacteria, sir.
Okay, I don't know. But I think I heard somewhere, I studied somewhere, I heard somewhere, something like that. I am now, I don't know. So this is, this we have seen, this we have seen, this was also over. Blue-green, red algae, that also we have seen. Okay, next. The amount of nutrients such as carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus and calcium present in the soil at any given time is referred as. The amount of nutrients such as carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus and calcium present in the soil at any given time is referred as climax community, standing state, standing crops, climax. The answer is standing state. Maybe I don't know whether it is in 11th or 12th, but the answer is standing state. Go to question number 119. During the purification process for recombinant DNA technology, addition of chilled ethanol precipitates out. They have given 4 options. This is 12th standard. Is this
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the answer is DNA. During the purification process of recombination DNA technology, addition of chilled ethanol precipitates out DNA. Okay. Right. Let's go to next. Genera like Selaginella and Salvinia produce 2 kinds of spores. Such plants are known as genera like Selaginella and Salvinia produce 2 kinds of spores. Such plants are known as heterosporous. Okay, I think this you have studied, huh? In 11th?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think in the
Yes,
class,
sir.
because in one of the class I was sitting, so I think this all these spores, etc. that madam was talking. Okay, very good. Gemme are present in. Gemme or gemma, whatever be the pronunciation. Gemme are present in pteridophytes, some gymnosperms, some liverworts. That is the answer. Okay, I think this is also 11th standard if I remember correct. Somewhere I think we studied this. Okay. The production of gametes by the parents, formation of zygotes, the F1 and F2 plants can be understood from the diagram called the production of gametes by the parents, formation of zygotes, the F1 F2 and F2 plants can be understood from a diagram called punch square, Punnett square, net square, bullet square. Looks like 12th standard, huh?
No, sir, we've studied this at 10th standard.
10th standard you studied, my God. So Punnett square is the answer they have given. So even you get questions from 10th standard, maybe carry forward questions, because there will be some link between the 10th standard syllabus and 12th standard. You will come to know now exactly what kind of questions are asked or what level it is asked or how complicated or how easy. Maybe you can, that this will give you an idea. Which of the following is not an application of PCR? Polymerase chain reaction. Which of the following is not an application of PCR? Gene amplification, purification of isolated protein, detection of gene mutation, molecular diagnosis. So the answer is purification of isolated protein. So anybody can say something about Punnett square? Anisha, you want to say something about Punnett square? Since you have studied somewhere.
Sir, that square is used to determine the number of parents or the next generations that are formed by a plant. We studied that in botany at our 10th standard.
10th standard, okay. So, but 11th standard, you may not have the same subject, but then some related subject you may be studying. So they have asked this question. So now I think
Yes,
we can understand even some 10th carry forward questions may come. So based on this particular question, I think we can come to some kind of a conclusion. This is a neat 2021 paper. I have got the keys also. The whatever I have underlined is the right answer. So that's it. So it's not very old paper. Which of the following is not an application of PCR? Oh, this is what? No, what is this? 123. Sorry, 123. I have written as purification of. I think some confusion is there. 123, 124. I think I maybe 1 minute. That numbering I made it. Sorry. Okay, 124 we will skip. The term used for transfer of pollen grains from anthers of one plant to stigma of a different plant, which during pollination brings genetically different types of pollen grains to stigma, is. My God. The term used for transfer of pollen grains from anthers of one plant to stigma of a different plant, which during pollination brings genetically different types of pollen grains to stigma, is. What is the term? Jasmogamy is called. This is chasmogamy. This is what? Which 11th or 12th?
I think this is 12th, sir.
12th. Okay. Right. So we will. No. This. Then. Mutations in plant cells can be induced by. Mutations in plant cells can be induced by infrared rays, gamma rays, zetin, kinetin. So the answer is gamma rays. Maybe this, maybe 12th standard. I do not know. Maybe 12th standard. Okay. Then, amensalism can be represented as species A plus. The answer is species A minus and species B0. This may be 12th. Is it 12th?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 128. When the centromere is situated in the middle of two equal arms of chromosomes, the chromosome is referred as. I think this is 11th maybe. When the centromere.
This is 10th, sir.
10th. When the centromere is situated in the middle of the two equal arms of chromosomes, the chromosome is referred as metacentric. So this is the 10th question. My God. Oh, interesting. Okay, next question. In the equation GPP minus R equal to NPP, R represents. This is 12th question. Have you heard of GPP minus R equal to NPP?
No.
No, I think this is 12th question then we will skip. 12th question we cannot answer. Then, when gene targeting involving gene amplification is attempted in an individual tissue to treat disease, it is known as. When gene targeting involving gene amplification is attempted in an individual's tissue to treat disease, it is known as. This is 12th question. This must be zoology, no? Or biology?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Gene therapy is the answer. Okay. In spite of interspecific competition in nature, which mechanism the competing species might have evolved for their survival? In spite of interspecific competition in nature, which mechanism the competing species might have evolved for their survival? They say resource partitioning. Okay, I think it sounds, common sense sounds that may be the answer, but that is the answer given by the skis. Okay, go to next. Can you read this, Anisha?
Yes, sir. Which of the following plants is monoecious? 1. Chara, 2. Marchandia polymorpha, 3. Cycas urcinalis, 4. Carica papaya.
So the answer given is Chara. What is this monoecious? What is this Manicaceous? This is what, 11th or 12th?
This is 12, sir.
12th.
Malicious means it is having single sex, just like papaya.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay. Okay, right. Next. In some members of which of the following pairs of families, pollen grains retain their viability for months after release? In some members of which of the following pairs of families, pollen grains retain their viability for months after release? The answer given is Rosaceae leguminosae. So that is what the answer is given in the keys. Okay, all right. Then, which of the following plants? Oh, this again it has come. I don't know why. I think next. In some members of which of the following pairs of families, pollen retain. Oh, the same thing I have given. Huh? My God, I think I made a mistake. Some mistake is there. Okay, 140. Identify the correct statement. Correct statement. RNA polymerase binds with RHO factor to terminate the process of transcription in bacteria. The coding strand in a transcription unit is copied to an mRNA. Split gene arrangement is characteristics of prokaryotes. In capping, methyl guanosine triphosphate is added to 39 end of this. I think these are all the 12th standard. Looks like.
Yes, sir. Mostly the gene related and
Yeah,
RNA
yeah.
and
I think this
DNA
must be 12th
are in
standard.
12th
Okay.
standard.
Yeah, okay. Which of the following is not an objective of biofortification in crops? What is meant by biofortification? Any idea? Is it 12th or 11th? 12th.
It is 12, sir.
12th. Okay. So then we cannot answer. Which enzyme, next, which enzyme is responsible for the conversion of inactive fibrinogens to fibrins? Again 12th?
No, sir. This is a 10th standard question.
My God, 10th, so many questions from 10th standard. So which enzyme is responsible for the conversion of inactive fibrinogens to fibrins? So thrombin, that is the answer they've given. But I was really surprised. So many 10th standard questions are there. Do others agree with her, with Anisha? Is it 10th standard? But you will say that's a 10th standard, we did not go to school at all. So obviously,
Sir,
sorry.
Coming to our syllabus, because in the NCRT, our state syllabus is more advanced than NCRT. So
Correct.
we are getting those type of topics earlier.
Okay. The last one, I think. Identify the incorrect pair. Identify the incorrect pair. Toxin, abrin, lectins, concanavalin, drugs, resin, alkaloids, codeine. I think this we have seen somewhere.
Yes, sir. Class 1.
I think somewhere we have seen this. Drugs, resin is the answer. Receptors for sperm binding in mammals are present on. So this may be 12th standard.
No, sir. 10th standard, sir.
Oh my God, so many 10th standard. Receptors for sperm binding in mammals. Okay, you are 10th standard, maybe 11th standard in NCRT, isn't it? That may be the reason. Okay, the answer is Zona pellucida. In a cross between a male and a female, both heterozygous for sickle cell anemia gene, what percentage of progeny will be deceased? In a cross between a male and a female, both heterozygous for sickle cell anemia gene, what percentage of the progeny will be deceased? 25% they say. So what I suggest is, see, this I had taken your 2021, I think some questions got mixed up, sorry for that. 2021 paper, it is there in your net, and the answer keys are there. See the one that which this is this is N5 key answers means 2021. See, Neet exam 2021. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Key answers. N5 means they have many booklet, 10 different type of booklet will be there. They would have jumbled the questions in each of the code. N5 code, the first question in N5 code will be the 10th question in some other M3 code or whatever, like that, right? So they will give paper like that. The paper which you have got and the paper your neighbor got, the next person got, will be totally different code. If you get N5, you would have got some M6, and M6 first question and N5 first question will not be the same. So don't pass on the these secret codes, etc. You may go wrong. So it is given. I would strongly recommend all of you spend about an hour or so. Take this any Neet 2021 paper and any code, and then compare the answer. Look at the questions that you have and see like how many you are able to understand the question first. Suppose if it is 12th standard, you forget it. You need not even attempt. 11th and 10th, you should attempt, and then you should try and answer. Okay, if you may go wrong in the answer, but at least you should be able to understand the question. Okay, so that much I think I wanted to share with you. I don't want to cancel the class because madam is unwell, because she informed only about half an hour back. I think she wanted to take, but then her health did not permit. Okay, that could be the reason. Otherwise, she does not. In case she wants to cancel, she will tell one day in advance. And today she's unwell. Okay. Any other thing? I mean, you do this for not only for biology paper. I mean, even for chemistry paper, and physics. Everything you do, you will do at stock taking. Like, where do I stand? Where do I stand? And very surprisingly, I don't know. Anisha is saying. All these things, many are in 10th standard state board syllabus. Maybe it is there in the 11th standard NCERT syllabus, but it's in, and he says our 10th standard state board syllabus is slightly better than, or difficult than this one, 11th standard NCERT syllabus. Am I correct? That's what you are trying to say?
I try to say that by comparing the 10th standard books of SCRT or state board books and NCERT books, both 10th standard books are great in quality, but the amount of information are lot in our state board books.
Correct. Okay. So what I mean to say is, for the NEET exam, you are suggesting, in a way, indirectly, you study the 10th standard state board book, 11th standard state board book, and 12th standard state board book. Am I correct?
I don't know, sir. What are you saying?
No, what I am trying to say, if you want to be highly successful in the NEET exam 2023, that is next year, then that boy or a girl has to study 10th standard science book and 11th standard biology, and biology chemistry books, and then 12th standard biology chemistry physics books. So all the three she has to study. That
Yes,
would be
sir.
better. That would be better. Yes? Yeah. I'll check up with these our teachers and other things. No, if that is the case, Anisha, this is eye-opener for me. For me, it is an eye-opener. Maybe you are correct. I'm not saying, because normally what I used to think those days with my experience, etc., whenever you are faced with a competitive exam at the level of 10th standard, you may get questions from the 11th standard syllabus. Right? That, one class above you, that questions may one or two will creep in. But in this case, what you are trying to say, 11th and 12th, for NEET exam, some questions will creep in from the 10th standard syllabus. So that's what we have found today. Yes, isn't it? So I think this eye opener we need to sensitize with all the students and the teachers and try and see. We don't ignore the 10th standard syllabus, because 10th standard we have not studied in your school. You have not studied in the school. That direct coaching was not there. So only some indirect coaching was there. So probably that may not be very comprehensive. I think we need to really look at comprehensively the 10th standard syllabus also, I think. Bhumika, Kamalika, or any others, what is நீங்கள் என்ன நினைக்கிறீங்க? 10ஆம் வகுப்புலேருந்து வர்றதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு இருக்கா? இப்போ இன்னைக்கு வந்த கொஸ்டினில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 10th ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் சிலபஸ்லேருந்து சம் கொஸ்டின்ஸ் ஹவ் கம். ஸோ அப்படி நம்ம அனிஷாவுடைய பார்வையில் அப்படி தான் தெரியுது. மேபி ஐ திங்க் இட் இஸ் ட்ரூ வித் உங்கள் பார்வையில் அப்படி தான் இருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். அதை வந்து ஒரு தடவை வெரிஃபை பண்ணிக்கலாம். ஈவன் இஃப் 1 or 2 கொஸ்டின்ஸ் வந்தால் கூட அதை நம்ம ஆன்சர் பண்ணுற ஒரு நிலைமையில் இருக்கணும் இல்லையா? தென் ஒன்லி we will get very high score in your NEET exam or something. Yes, what is your comment about this, Kamalika? நீங்கள் என்ன நினைக்கிறீங்க?
சார் கான்செப்ட்ஸ்லாம் ஒன்று தான் சார். பேசிக்ஸ்லேருந்து 10th வந்து பேசிக்ஸ்லேருந்து ஆரம்பிக்கும் சார். ஸோ நம்ம எல்லாத்தையும் நம்ம 10th சரியாக அதை முடிச்சிருந்தா தான் சார் 11th 12th எல்லாமே புரியும் நமக்கு.
கரெக்டு. அதை 12th இல்லை, இப்போ நம்ம 10th படிக்கலை நிறைய பேர், உங்களில் நிறைய பேர் படிக்கலை. இப்போ நம்ம என்ன பண்ணலான்னு கேட்குறேன். அப்போ நீங்கள் அந்த 10th புக் எடுத்து படிக்கிறது பெட்டராக இருக்குமான்னு கேட்குறேன்.
சார் சப்போஸ் எனக்கு கான்செப்ட் புரியலனா அதை எடுத்து ரெஃபர் பண்ணா
படிக்கிறது பெட்டர். ஓகே ஓகே. நான் எதுக்கு சொல்றேன்னா அது குரூப்லேயே கூட நம்ம எல்லா குழந்தைகளுக்கும் சொல்லலாம், அதுக்காக தான் கேட்குறேன். ஓகே, தேங்க்யூ. வி வில் மீட் அகெயின் இந்த நெக்ஸ்ட் கிளாஸ். ஐ மீன் டுமாரோ மேத்ஸ் இருக்குது, அதெல்லாம் இருக்குது. இன்றைக்கி இவங்க லீவுங்கிறதுனால தான் வரல. வி வில் மீட் அகெயின். ஓகே, தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச்.